The Nile Basin Initiative, NBI, is a partnership between the member states of the Nile River Basin, established to foster cooperative development and management of the shared water resources of the Nile. One of NBI's core activities is enhancing basin-wide river basin monitoring for the Nile Basin. This is because river basin monitoring is essential for knowledge-based water resources planning, efficient water resources management, socioeconomic development, and environmental sustainability. The funding for the implementation of the first phase of the project is from the European Development Fund, EDF, and was administered by the German Development Bank, GIZ. The project implementation was officially launched by William Ruto, then Vice President of Kenya, on the 29th of November 2019 during the 27th NileCom meeting. The genesis of the project planning and design, however, reaches back over the past decade with a long period of collaborative planning around key water management issues like flooding, agriculture, water quality, hydropower and navigation, and transboundary dimensions, including socioeconomic interactions, data dependencies, cooperative action, and transboundary agreements. The stations that comprise the regional Hydromet network have been carefully selected based on identified strategic objectives and practical considerations in combination with extensive national and regional consultations. These regional issues were reviewed, revised, and agreed upon by country representatives during a conceptual design workshop in Nairobi, Kenya in October 2014. The final design has been the result of ongoing national and regional consultations, coupled with site visits to the proposed sites in the network. The site visits confirmed the suitability of the initially selected sites for monitoring water level, rainfall, and water quality, and helped to identify alternative sites if the initially selected sites were found to be in poor monitoring locations. River monitoring can be challenging because each site presents unique challenges and requires site-specific planning details like the selection of sensors and the civil work structures needed for each river or lake, with unique cross-sections, access, bank conditions, and water level variations. The equipment selection and station design considered the experience of past projects in the region and internationally to establish a robust system that would form the backbone of data and information for cooperation for decades to come. Separate civil works contracts were arranged in each country to prepare the sites for installation of the monitoring equipment, with supervision and inspection of each site according to the specific requirements previously identified. NBI also procured carefully selected equipment that could withstand the wide range of environmental conditions found across the Nile River Basin and arranged for the equipment to be shipped separately to the various countries in the basin. With civil works completed and equipment secured in warehouses at water ministries in each country, the NBI implementation team was ready to begin the long-awaited process of installation and testing. A key goal of the project was to equip the hydrologic services agencies in each country to operate and maintain the systems following implementation. To achieve this goal, the implementation team kicked off the implementation with a workshop in each country involving multiple experts and unpacked and bench tested each piece of equipment. This provided broad opportunity for personnel in each country to become familiar with the equipment and for selected staff to become experts in its installation and configuration. Armed with the monitoring equipment, field laptops, and complete toolkits for installation, the country implementation team, consisting of NBI, national staff, and international experts, traveled to each site to install and commission the stations. While the stations are robust and can operate in demanding environments, each station also comprises its own small system, and every component of the system must be properly configured and connected for the entire system or station to function properly. The design called for all cables to be concealed and protected. A satellite antenna for transmitting the station data required proper aiming toward a geostationary satellite located in space above the equator off the western coast of Africa. Proper configuration of station identifiers and transmission times down to the second were required. For every station, there was a key moment of anticipation after setting up and activating the station, while the team waited for the specified hourly transmission window, confirmed transmission from the station, and then confirmed receipt of the station transmission at the EUMETSAT satellite receiving station. But after only a brief celebration of success at the completed station, the tools were packed up and the team was on the road to the next station. As one station after another began transmitting data, another effort began. Establish data management centers to receive and process the data transmitted by the stations. Because of the need for each country to control its own data and the complexity of implementation across multiple countries, at this stage of the implementation, a cloud-based data management system with separate database instances for each country was chosen. A custom data retrieval solution was implemented to directly upload station data to respective national databases after data transmission each hour. Automated tasks for each database can process data and generate graphics and reports to make it easier to operate and manage the network and to generate up-to-date information for decision making. Development and configuration of key data displays and information products in the coming months and years will continually increase the value of the significant investment of time, resources, energy, and collaboration that have made this project possible.